same thing happened with the Chaz, the Chop.
The Chop Chaz.
The Chop Chaz. I don't know why we rebranded mid-protest, but we did. Where there was an autonomous zone around Cal Anderson Park and a couple blocks beyond back in the 2020 era of the George Floyd summer. And I lived not far from here when that happened, and I walked around, and it seemed most of the time like a pretty normal place, but for the fact that SPD for a limited time had no jurisdiction for a couple of square blocks. They abandoned the northern precinct and the place.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, exactly. So I went and walked around, and sure, it was pretty chaotic, but it wasn't like dangerous. And it was only a tiny, tiny fraction of the city. And then all my relatives out in North Dakota, et cetera, and all of my friends' relatives, basically people who weren't there, thought that Seattle had fallen. And there was nothing left, and everyone was dying in the streets.
And the same exact thing is happening to LA now.
At the exact same,
where it's like it's a flattening of cities, just because at this point, the cities' populations are dominated by a certain subsect of the population, those who have money, especially Seattle and San Francisco and New York. And those are the perceptions that are getting out to the masses. So you'll have an incident like the Chop Chaz happening, which was literally just at Cal Anderson, right down the street here. Just a few, I wouldn't even call it blocks, but people extrapolating that and saying, oh my God, the entire city of Seattle is on fire, which also goes back to this perception of Seattle where maybe some people in the city that live here would also think, oh my God, my entire city is on fire, when you don't understand that the city of Seattle is a massive city. It stretches. It is not just the downtown core. So all of this is just leading to this identity crisis of Seattle right now.